Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up with my layout for the Rainbow Magic Hop. This is hosted by Crazy Craft Obsession. I am guest designing for them this month, and I also want to participate in the hop, and this, the colour that we're up to in the rainbow is orange, as you can tell. So this is a photo of Mac, our cat. He's orange. And so I thought that was a perfect photo to scrap for this particular hop. And then I found this Vicky Bouton mixed media background paper, and it's orange with some gold scripty writing. So I was like, right, perfect. The kit that I'm using for How to Kill a Kit with Style this month is the Into the Wild kit by Simple Stories, which is also the kit that I am guest designing with for Crazy Craft Obsession. And this kit had a decent amount of orange, not a heap of orange, but enough that I could pull out the orange parts of this kit. And it was great. It was perfect. Of course, my ATG gun runs out of tape because that's what it does. I do a lot of crafting. It runs out of tape. While I change it over, I'm going to have a sip of tea. I am trying to madly get a couple of voiceovers done. It's a Monday here, and on Mondays I have both the kids home with me. And it's about 2:30 or something in the afternoon, and so Addison's having her second nap, and Lincoln decided he wanted to have a little rest in his room with the tablet, watching some YouTube Kids, and so he's off doing that. And I was like, right, that's it. I'm quickly going to run upstairs and do some voiceovers. So you can probably hear him having a little cough in the background. He might yell out to me. We'll see how we go. This voiceover may be fraught. I've also lost my headphones, so I am just like talking at my phone, and I know it's a little echoey, so I apologize. Hopefully, I've got a voiceover 3 videos in this kind of voiceover session, but hopefully I can find my headphones. So as I said, I pulled out the orange related thing. So I had a big frame from the Frames collection, the chipboard frames, and it had a couple of like icons on it that weren't orange, and it wasn't going to match my theme. So I just covered those with my ephemera. I pulled out some tags, which were from one of the 12x12 papers that I cut apart. And then the Just Hanging ephemera piece there is also from one of the cut apart papers, or the 12x12 papers in the collection kit. And then I have got a couple of little clusters of ephemera. So I pulled out some lions and tigers. I mean, obviously not that related to the cat, but you know, he probably thinks he's a lion. Who knows? And then I also pulled out my wood veneer because I'm trying to get wood veneer on each page, which is part of the vintage theme in my How to Kill a Kit with Style this month. And this one really is, I pulled out some random wood veneer. So I had a little cat and a little like Hello Kitty head. So I pulled those out because obviously they're cat related. And then I pulled out a word piece of wood veneer that says "You are loved." Sorry, I should have edited this out. I'm so sorry. I've actually gone to find some ribbon. I was hoping I had some orange ribbon. I didn't, but I did have black, so we're going to add some black ribbon into my tags. Normally I am not someone who is that worried if my tags don't have ribbon in them, but these tags have particularly large holes, and so I thought they would look a bit funny without ribbon, so I do end up adding ribbon. So I'm going to work on my clusters. I am doing a tiny little cluster in the bottom left of the page, which is right over top of where there's a little bit of mixed media in the background, and so I've just added a tiger and a lion, and then a little ephemera piece that says memories. That wasn't from my kit. I found that in my stash. And then I'm going to stick down the top right cluster as well, which is just a little tiger, the little wood veneer piece. And then I will work on the main kind of section, so the middle part of my layout. I've just got to kind of piece it all together, so I'm just hole punching some holes in the tags. As I said, these were cut out from the 12x12 cut apart sheet, the tag sheet, so they needed the holes punched, so I've just got a single hole punch there. And then I am going to pull out some black ribbon. This is just random ribbon from my stash. It's like a no-name brand that I got in a big pack from, I assume it was from Spotlight here in Australia. I've actually gotten rid of all of the other ribbons. I only kept the black. Ribbon is not something that I use on my scrapbook layouts very often. I do use it when I'm making cards. I know I don't film that very often, but I actually do make a lot of cards, and I have 4 girlfriends that come over and we all make cards together. And so I do use ribbon in my card making. but not in my scrapbooking, and I'm trying not to keep too many things in my craft room that I don't really use, just, you know, for the sake of having them. So I'm really trying my best to do a bit of a purge and to be a bit more mindful in my purchasing moving forward. So obviously I'm still going to buy things. I love scrapbooking and I love new supplies. So I'm certainly not saying I'm not buying things. I'm just trying to be a bit more mindful of what I am purchasing, to try to ensure that I am purchasing things that I will love to use. So you can see there with the frame, it has the words life's a zoo, and then a picture of some elephants. It's a super cute frame, and I certainly could have used it in its like entirety, but because it was orange, I wanted to use it on this page, but I didn't want those other elements, so I'm just covering them. Obviously my just hanging piece does have the grey, the brown and the little pop of green on the leaves, but I think that's okay. I think it works. So the rest of the layout is basically completely orange, apart from the black ribbon, and I think it works. I probably should have added a tiny bit more black on the page, because literally the ribbon is the only thing on here that's black, but I still think it works. I may sit on it for a bit, and before I film my wrap up for the month and my layout share, I may add some black splatters, but I don't know. So I'm adding that little Hello Kitty button, like wood veneer button there, and then I've got another little cat that I add down the bottom, and then as I said, there's that word phrase at the top. Now Cass threw in these glitter stars into my kit that I purchased from her. She threw those in for me, so I thought, oh, there's some orange ones, what better way? I'm going to put those on this page too. And then I do pull out a couple of puffy stickers, only 2. So I add a little line. I change it. So I'm trying to get this lion head on the page, and I actually swap it out for that one at the top, that little tiger that I popped up there. I add the little lion's head, and then down the bottom I add some camping boots. Again, it is not really relevant to the picture of my cat, but they're orange. And then I'm adding a couple of stars, or 3 stars. Now I add more than 3 clusters of stars, because I actually add 3 stars to this top left and bottom right of my photo, as well as in the top and bottom of the layout. So there's actually 4 clusters of stars, but that's okay. It still works. So that's it. Here we go. Make sure you check out the link for everyone else playing along this month in the Rainbow Magic Hop. And we'll see you in our next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.